Rhythm and Raj. Hi, it's me. Rhythm and Raj. Talking about music. Rhythm and Raj. Rhythm and Raj. It's Rhythm and Raj. Let's begin. Yo, people. It's wonderful to speak with you again. Wonderful to see you. All those other overly nice things that one loves to say at the beginning of a show. Welcome to Rhythm and Raj, episode 20. Oh my god, episode 20. How crazy. Second second one with a camera, so now we can do things like this. Hey, if you peep the shirt, you know what I mean? Boom. Wasted potential. Shout out to my man Snow. I think I'm gonna put the link to his website in the description on the YouTube version of this. And I'll put it in the description of the Spotify and Apple stuff as well. Hopefully you can click it from there. I'm not sure. I've never tried it myself, but nonetheless, please go cop some of these shirts. It's a very good guy, very good cause, very like you're supporting a really, really great creative. And, I think he really deserves the opportunity to show that he can make more and do more. Because his designs are amazing, and the way his mind works and the things that he wants to do with his money and the things he wants to do creatively in the fashion world and in other worlds. You know what I mean? It's a really cool dude, really cool ass set of ideas and something I think we should support. So boom, you like the tea, hit the description below. I have been struggling to find a good way to start this episode because the last one was so heavy. You know what I mean? I didn't really know how to follow it in a way that makes sense to what the show is now. So I figured, fuck it, I'll ramble and then read notes like we always do. Why change up now, man? Just because we're back and things are slightly different or whatever. Why change anything up? Let's just be ourselves and do what we do and hope everybody loves it. I hope you actually do the same in life whenever you step out into doing whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? It's really... A lot of the stuff that you'll see me do is mindless. Like I'll think a lot about it and I'll make sure that I prep and plan things to a crazy degree. But then the act and a lot of what, follows that is mindless. I'm just existing, man. You do everything you can to prep for the game. And then when the game starts, all you can do is execute it. Will it work or will it work? You don't know. It will or it won't. You're going to move either way. See, this is why I should script the beginnings of these. Because this is the bullshit. It's nonsense talk. But whatever. If this tells you how my week has been, it's been very interesting. A lot of things that I've planned creatively, life-wise, everything. It's all kind of exploded. Whether that's for good or for bad, it's all kind of exploded. And now I'm playing the recovery game. It's a really funny thing to do. It's not something I recommend, but the growth that you get from playing when you're down 20 mentally is beautiful. The resiliency of man should never be understated. I don't know why I'm saying all of this because I'm being so cryptic. Forgive me, but it's sometimes it's better that way until the time is right. So for now, just know I'm trying things. But one thing that didn't fall creatively, I always drop an EP. At least now I drop songs or an EP for my birthday. And I don't see why this year should be any different. So I am going to, on my birthday, February 24th, keep that in mind. I'm turning 25. So it's only right that I drop 25, a short EP of just a couple, like it's random songs. It has no meaning, no message. These are just songs to celebrate that I'm 25, I guess. I don't know. I'm just giving you songs because you like songs. I like songs and I make songs. So like, why wouldn't I give you songs? Yeah. So cool. February 24th. Let's look out for that. That'll be fun. I don't know how many songs it'll be, but it won't be more than 5. So don't get your hopes up. I'm sorry. It's not another like long form thing or it's just, here are some records because I rock with you, I fuck with you, and I thank you for your support for the past year, because people paying attention made year 24 of my life, even as hectic as it was. You made a lot of the good parts really good and the positives really positive, and all of the love that I was shown creatively is really cool. Like, I think I believe in my ability more now than I ever have before. Not only because, I have amassed confidence within myself, but because I was shown by, people paying attention to a podcast that I was just randomly doing, and people paying attention to songs that I just happened to make in my basement, that I didn't think mattered, things of that nature. People pouring themselves into it and finding, a relative space. It kind of made me feel like I'm doing the right thing, and it put me in the right headspace to feel like, maybe this is a direction I should keep going. Maybe these are things I should keep trying. And I love that. I really appreciate that. And I couldn't thank anybody who's paid attention more at all. Like, I can't. I can't give you anything to express my appreciation properly. So I'm just going to give you some songs, some songs that I really like, and I hope you like them too. And I hope everything, hope everything is loved. And if it's not, shit, I'll try again, bro. Ain't gonna hurt my feelings. You can keep it a bean with me, you should never undercut what you're selling. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, I think it's great songs. It's just, they're not assembled into anything. I'm just giving you 5. So yeah, on the 24th, look out for 25. Cool. With that being said, let's get right into our songs of the week. That's right. Songs of the week. So I decided this week is a week where we will expand genres a little bit. A lot of people who listen to me listen to a lot of rap music, and maybe you do listen to R&B. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But I do know that rap is a very large populace of people that pay attention to the stuff that I make. So let me put you a little bit outside your boundary today. Our very first song that I think you should listen to, and honestly, I think you should listen to this entire album because, it's fucking good. It's such a good album. This first song, Sinner by Adekunle Gold with Lucky Daye. Y'all listen, y'all know I love Lucky Daye. I will defend that Painted is arguably the greatest R&B album of the last 10 years. I will argue that all day. But Sinner with the two of them is a great song. Now, I had never heard of Adekunle Gold. I got to shout out my friend Fletch. He was sending some songs to the group chat. He sent the song on the album with Ty Dolla $ign, which is a good song. It's cool. It's a great vibe. But this song, bro, Sinner is amazing. The melody, the musicality of the two of them, the way they work, like just the way that their sounds complemented each other so much. And, Lucky Daye can do a lot of things, but Afrobeats, this bounce, like it's there. But you got to be the smoothest of the smooth as an American, as an English speaker, you know what I mean, to walk on one of these. You gotta be real fucking smooth. Everybody can't do it. That's the beauty of Afro artists doing it. They have all of the smoothness within them. They've grown up in this rhythm, in this beat, in this bounce, in that bag. That's where they were. That's where they've always been. And for a lot of us, we got to weave our way into it. And I think Lucky Daye did a great job. I think Adekunle Gold did an incredible job with this record. He did an incredible job with this whole album. But Sinner is a banger. I'm playing, don't let me have a kickback or a party. I'm spinning this song 6 times. And y'all not even gonna know. You're not even gonna realize, bro, but you're gonna be vibing. Yeah, the whole time, man. Jigging and everything. Look. Beautiful song. Sinner by Adekunle Gold featuring Lucky Daye. Listen now. That's all I'm gonna say. Song number 2. Expanding your genres here, people. Now I have a playlist. It's called Dancing Alone. I may be willing to share with folks one day. I don't know if y'all are ready for that. This song is at the top of this playlist. It is my you finna move. You wanna have a good day. You wanna have a good time. You're trying to have high energy, whatever. This is the one I put up there as the very first song I want to hear in that playlist. This is my banger, man. This is one of my favorite songs. It's called Assumptions by Sam Gellaitry. I think I'm saying his name right. Gellaitry, I don't know. Sam Gellaitry, maybe. Whoever. It's on the screen. You can read it. That's all that matters. Assumptions. Oh my God. Oh, I love dance music that repeats lyrics, bro. I do. Because that means the beats got to be crazy. The vocals got to be crazy. The energy got to be top tier. Look, some of y'all might be hip to this, but I know a lot of y'all aren't. What y'all know about music like this, bro? This shit bouncy as hell. Cause if you want it, I'll give my everything. Like, what? That shit bounce hard. The bass is beautiful. The drums are beautiful. The breakdown section is nice. Well, it's not even a breakdown. It's really a turn up section with a solo from some instrument. But the whole record is wonderful. You can dance from beginning to end. There's no moment when you shouldn't be moving while that song is on. Shit's fun. And it takes me to a place I think music hasn't taken to. Well, a lot of music hasn't taken me to in a long time, man. It's what I imagine, and this is going to sound crazy, but hear me out. This is what I imagine doing coke in Studio 54 felt like. Because this shit, you just moving like the little boy in the meme that don't stop moving. You just moving, my nigga. Like, it's so funny. But I really, really, really love this record. And I honestly, I'm going to probably listen to it on the way to work tomorrow, bouncing, or today when this is posted. Yeah, I'll be at work when this is up. But hi, me at work listening, upset. It's okay. The day will be easy. Oh, and if you're listening at work, you should really play this song, man. You might hate your work day a little bit less. Assumptions by Sam Gellaitry. Look, if that's wrong and one of y'all knows it, please comment it. Tell me down below if I'm wrong as hell with saying any of these names, because I don't know. But one name I do know that I'm not going to fuck up, even though it's spelled funny, is the one for this third song. That's how anyway, it's Malibu by Solomon with, I think it's Ken Rose. It's KVN Rose, Ken Rose and Emerson. This song is really, it's my reminder that pop music in the trap soul realm of R&B has become one and the same. And I'm here to blame Ariana Grande and Bryson Tiller for this. Let me not do this rant now. This is a rant for the future. If y'all want this rant that bad, I will absolutely go on this rant because it makes me mad as hell what that whole section of music did to popular music in every genre. But we're not. That, again, rant for another day. Malibu, however, great fucking song. Solomon has a lot of good music. My shout out to another friend, my coworker Nate. Shout out to bro. He put me hip to Solomon while we were hanging out the other day. He was just playing music. He's playing a lot of, really just chill. His playlist is called Chill Shit. So real chill shit, real vibey music, And Solomon came on and I was like, this sounds like something I would make or something I would rock to. Who is this? This is awesome. And I don't remember the song I initially found, but it led me down a deep path of songs. One of which was Malibu. I really enjoy this song. Like, it's a real fun feel. The instrumentation is nice. The vocals are nice. Everybody who got on the song did their thing. It's a real solid piece of work, man. Like, I really can't say anything bad about this song. I love it. It's fun as hell. I'm probably going to listen to it right after I finish filming this just because I'm talking about it so much. Oh, I really like all three of these songs so much, and they're new discoveries. So that's the thing about Songs of the Week to me that's better than Artist of the Week. Every week, I'm going to give you 3 songs I either just learned about or was obsessed with in the week before. And I'm going to share that with you so we can actively learn about stuff. We can actively share stuff as we go. And if you find any new music, if you find anything you think is great, grand, above, beyond, whatever, you can send it to me. Hit me on Instagram, baby. Rhythm and Raj. Editor me, please put this on the screen correctly. Please don't fuck this up, okay? I'm going to point. You're going to put it there. You ready? Me. I don't know why I just did that. Like there isn't an audio version of this that is going to hear this. I pointed above my shoulder. I look stupid. I look dumb. But anyway, let's just hope that this works. Hit me on Instagram. Okay. At Rhythm and Raj. Tell me what you're listening to this week. I want to know. I want to see what you're listening to. And, you know, I love when we share things. I think we're great for that. I think you guys have amazing taste in music. And I think I have amazing taste in music. So let's share. Let's build a collective. One of these days, I might just make a big collaborative playlist and allow you guys to put songs in. I don't care how long it is. I just want to listen. You know, I want to be in tune with what you're in tune with so we can kind of build a collective musical community, you know, share a musical identity. I do it with my friends all the time. We all share playlists because, you know, what's better than sharing art with your friends? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Okay, so YouTube people, there's no ad break there. So sorry, there's going to be these weird cuts. I might just put the title card or something in between. I'm not sure. But for our audio listeners, thank you for kicking it during the ads. Means a lot to me. You know, I really appreciate it. So now let's get into our topics. They're not new conversation topics. They're just things that I've never discussed on this show. I've kind of made references to parts of these when we were talking about short albums or long albums some episodes ago, but let's kind of expand in a bit of a different realm. Sorry to mention this name to those of you who maybe don't want to hear it for reasons I don't want to get into because this is a music show, not a legal show. But some months ago, the worst villain to some people made a really good point. Or maybe not even a really good point, but a point that should be dove into. Tory Lanez said that music doesn't have any staying power today. Like everything he hears goes in one ear and out the other, and that people, you know, who are avid music listeners or casual music listeners even don't feel like anything sticks anymore. And, you know, I thought that was bullshit. I did. I thought it was bullshit because of the amount of music that comes out. There's some stuff that does stay. He has a record that stayed. Say It stayed. That hasn't gone all the way. People like that song. But his point that he's raised is something that I find interesting. In all actuality, at least to me, the way the reality works. And as somebody who deals with this as a creative, let me say one thing that many non-creatives don't think about. There's like 1,000 songs. Okay, that's a huge understatement. There's thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of songs that are uploaded onto the internet every single day to streaming platforms. Let's not talk YouTube. Let's not talk Audio Mac. Let's not talk SoundCloud. To Apple, Spotify, Tidal. Hundreds of thousands, if not a million fucking records a day. Of course, there's like, what? Do you know how many options that is? If I every day find a new artist that I like, do you know how hard it's going to be for me to keep up with somebody? Talking about music with staying power. If Michael Jackson came out in today's era, ooh, somebody's going to shoot me for this. If Michael Jackson came out in today's era, yes, he would still be huge. But are you telling me he wouldn't have to drop Off the Wall and 2 other projects at the same time to gain a mass amount of traction? Come on, bro. We have to. Think about how big Meg's Freak record was. She had to drop a project like 6 months later. You used to be able to get 2-3 big singles off and slide for like a year. That's the shit that don't make sense no more. There's so much music out. You have to adapt. You have to do more. So of course people are looking at it like, oh, bro, keep dropping songs. Damn. I guess I'm gonna keep listening. You really think you're not conditioning them to be confused? You're conditioning listeners to struggle to keep up. Sorry for the cut once again. My laptop decided to crash mid-recording as I made hella points. So let's walk it back to where I was. Sorry. Look, I just think that initial argument is ridiculous because you do too much creatively now. There's too much going on. And, you know, I don't want to blame the Vine era of social media, but let's call a spade a spade. Our attention spans as a culture of people have dropped so much. And I experienced this with a lot of people that I know. You know, I've seen people, you start to play them a song, they'll check out until the 30-second mark, or they'll check out by the 15-second mark. The Migos once said in an interview that they know if a beat is a hit or not by 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Like if it don't hit immediately, they're not rocking with it. Now, to be fair, I don't think they've had a lot of crazy music lately, so maybe they might want to change that approach. I don't think that it's working anymore, but you know, that's another thing to me that I treat like a testament to it. Even the creatives are short on attention span. I understand why thick women, hold on, stay with me now. I understand why thick women put themselves as the first photo of anything they do or the first video of anything they do. You're not going to look if they got cool jewelry. You're not going, and I mean this, men, I've seen even women do this, men and women both. So don't be like, oh, but men are pigs. Because yes, we are pigs. Men are terrible. That's a separate point. Motherfuckers got to do something extravagant immediately. So boom, I'm gonna show this ass. Boom, booty. Then my items. Everybody click. Everybody look. I've seen women start selling music to that. I've seen dudes start taking their shirt off to sell music at that because motherfuckers don't. The attention span is so quick. You're not gonna give them the 30-second intro. You're not gonna give them the music beats. The intros lots of times are no longer 8 bars, 16 bars. You get a 4-bar intro. Hell, you might get a 2-bar intro, and then you got to start doing something. And that's cool. It's not how I like to rock, though. It's not. I like intros. I like, you know, we can let that bitch run for 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds of vocalizing and fun, you know, whatever, and I can slide after. Everybody, not me. I've played records for people and they cut it off because I did 30 seconds of vocalization. But then they heard the rest of the song and said it was great. They just wanted the intro to be shorter. Some music isn't for everybody. You know, like a lot of other people didn't say that, but the people who did, I understood them because it's just, you know, attention span. They want to get to the record. They want the meat now. That you know what I mean? The meat and potatoes. They want the bulk of the record right now. Oh no. Next point. Oh my God. See, I do blame social media though. I will stand on that. But music that does stay with us now, and I've been thinking about this for a while, music that we consider having staying power, you know, it doesn't actually get talked about as much as the music that doesn't. People hear the songs and they're like, oh wow, this is great. And then they keep it moving. It's almost like they don't want, like we as a culture of people maybe don't want some of these songs to stay and some of these songs to succeed in that nature. Like we don't think about it. What's the last record you remember hearing people think about? Wow, we're going to keep this on the charts. I can give you 2. The Box by Roddy Ricch, because everybody loved to see him win. They liked the song, but they loved seeing him win. So they wanted to keep him up. They wanted him to beat. And this isn't me saying this, even though I feel this way. This is what I think the public perception was for a lot of people. I want him to beat the pop stars. I want to see the black man win. I want to see him up there. We kept The Box on the charts for a long fucking time. Whether you think it deserved to be there or not is secondary. We kept that motherfucker up there. Lil Nas X, Old Town Road. The kids kept that motherfucker up there. Because the kids may have short attention span. But when shit got staying power for real, The kids will let it rotate because it's better than all the other shit they know. It's overtaking them. Just like we get that as adults now with certain songs. Like Drake songs will get a run for 2 months, 3 months, strictly off certain lines that get stuck in your head, certain melodies that get stuck in your head. And people, there's so much music now that does that. But reverting back to my other point, I think there's so much of it that we don't always stick to it. And the stuff that we think we should stick to doesn't get enough love. It doesn't get spoken about 2, 3, 4 months later. We're on to the new thing. As a culture, we've started just moving like that. So I don't know if music doesn't have staying power or if we aren't allowing it. Like, think about social media stuff, right? Think about Melvin Gregg and Haha Davis were on a podcast the other day talking about this, and I saw it. Saw a clip. Melvin Gregg was like, you can drop today, and then the next day people will say you fell off because you didn't post. He said, bro, I went on vacation. I took a break. I went to sleep. I took a nap. But motherfuckers will tell you fell off. You can get 10 million views the day before. Doesn't matter. Consistency, constant nature. I saw a video of an A&R today on Instagram saying that, yeah, the days of being a bedroom musician are dead. You got to show me that you have crazy productivity, that you can make a lot of stuff, because we put out a lot of new songs to break an artist now. You got to show me that you can do the stuff online as well. You got to show me all of these things in an abundant fashion, or I'm leaving you in that bedroom, wherever you were. And I get it. I respect it. I understand it. But you don't think that has a crazy effect on not only the music, but the people listening to it and the culture surrounding it? You're full of shit. You're full of shit if you think it's not. That's all I'm saying. I think we as a culture have created a society that rejects longevity until it's something so undeniably great you can't. The days of one-hit wonders are never going away, especially now. We're going to get 1,000 fucking... The one-hit wonder will have 30 hits in their vault. They will. We're not going to let them stay around long enough to do that when 15 other artists with great records are about to pop tomorrow. Fuck out of here. That Breland dude. And this will be one of my last things. Breland did the "Don't Touch My Truck," you know, that song. Turned out it was a black kid or a black guy, I don't remember his age, from the South. He made a country song. It was really good. He did a whole EP. It was really fucking good. There's a song on there called "Beautiful Lies." I think you should check it out. It's amazing. I think I've talked about it on this show. Maybe. I can't remember. But it's a beautiful song. And "Don't Touch My Truck" was all we let him have. Nobody checked anything else out. Nobody cared to. He didn't have something that latched on. You would latch on to in that record, even though if it played anywhere, everybody would love it, black, white, or whatever, city or country. Everybody enjoyed that fucking song because you understood it. Same thing as Old Town Road. You understood it. You felt it. It was cool. We didn't even give him a chance to stay. Nobody took a chance on him. And of course, he's not behind like Atlantic, like Lil Nas, where they'll throw everything at him. It's like his ability to stay was never tested. We don't even give everybody a chance. I don't like saying music doesn't have staying power anymore, because your core fan base size is what determines if you stay or not. I might win over 85 of you. I might, for real. I might win over 30 of you. I might win over 30,000 of you. But if all 30,000 of you don't come back every single day and check on me, come back every other month and check on me, whatever, I don't win. Regardless of if you rock with regardless of if you rock with that one song or not. Core fan base size is the biggest thing about this conversation to me, because what truly makes you stick is if there are enough people underneath you to hold you up. If there's enough people keeping you here. Like, if Lil Nas didn't have the kids, bro, if he would have still did them same numbers but with adults, I don't think that next EP does something. But the kids held him down, because when he dropped new music, the kids went, "Ooh, Lil Nas, okay." And then the rest of us had to listen. We had to rock with it. I loved it anyway, but we had to, because they were already there. They didn't want to let him go. Baby Shark, they're not letting that song go. That shit stuck because the kids love it. It's not going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like we've grown into a culture of people who seems to forget how to be fans. You might say you're a fan. You might say you like this. You might say you like that, but you don't pay it a deep level of attention. At least not as deep of a level as you think you did. Or maybe you do and enough other people don't. You might be a true fan. You might be a super fan and then other people just don't give a shit. But that to me is what defines staying power. Because you might make a song to the level of Michael Jackson. You might. I'm sure people have done it. People have done it. But, you know, I'm sure somebody probably did it from their basement, from their bedroom, from their car, off their iPhone. Doesn't matter if only 30 people heard it. Doesn't matter if it's nothing matters. None of that matters. Core fan base size, the right moves, all of that means that your music will stay more than the actual good music. Because great music is undeniable. But great moves do way more for somebody. That's all I'm saying there. That's my rant on that idea that music doesn't have staying power. That's a boneheaded thing to say. The music itself is amazing. I think we're in a great place creatively. I think you get bad music, but I think you get way more good music than bad music, and people choose to focus on the bad music. Hate makes more people rich than love. Plain and simple. People will hate the big dude that does the dancing that they were calling a gorilla or whatever they was calling, the weird, slightly racist ass shit, whatever they was calling, bro. He getting bread now. Cause y'all was cooking how he danced, but y'all was watching. And if you ain't like it, you damn sure gave it 6 views. You ain't think about that, huh? Didn't think so. Any fucking way. I'm sorry. That shit just makes me mad, man. The way they treat things, art and people and everything, the social media culture and the world that we've grown into today really doesn't seem to understand the concepts that created the stars of the past. Or even if we do, I think we do understand them. That was disrespectful. We understand them, but I think we ignore the criteria and the things that made them what they were. Maybe one day we'll get back there. Maybe we won't. Who cares? If you getting your money, you getting your money. If you not, do something different. What's T-Pain say? Do something else. We already have that. We don't need that anymore. All that shit, man. Just do something different. It'll work. Something will work. Everything always works, man. There's always an opportunity. That sounded stupid. Everything has a chance to work. There's always an opportunity. You just got to find it and ignore niggas like Tory talking about music has no staying power. You just saying that because they stopped listening to your last projects after 2 months. Or shit, not even 2 months, after 3 weeks. Yeah, Playboy was great, but it didn't last. Fuck out of here. Anyway, that's tough because... No, I'm staying on that. I'm going to stand on that. I'm going to stand on that. Fuck out of here. Anyway. Next thing. What happened to 3-verse songs? Seriously, what happened to 3-verse songs? I think these two go hand in hand because they both involve the evolution of a society and its people. So I say again, what happened to 3-verse songs? You're not going to believe what sparked this conversation for me, but I got to ask. I got to say, I was listening to Chingy. Okay. In 2022. I know. I actively chose to listen to Chingy. Hear me out. I was trying to figure out, because I like to study hits. So I was listening to Right There because it was on the radio when I got in the car. And you could tell it was a club set. Somebody was at the club playing, right? And you thought, no, they're not going to play this whole record. The DJ rocked all of Right There. And for the first time ever, I heard that entire song. I've probably heard it a lot as like a kid or something, but like, it never registered. Now as an adult, I can say to you, I have fully heard all of Right There by Chingy. And I did not know there was 3 verses. I've heard 2 verses on that song my entire life and cut it off. Bro, there's a 3rd verse. And he ain't even snap. He just did it. He just just came in, did his little flow, did his thing, and left. It didn't even need a 3rd verse. And then there's like a slight outro bridge section. I'm like, this song is so long. Like, what came after this on the album? What came before this? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, what is going on with this song? But back then, people used to make 3-verse songs. The reason that is my perfect reference for this conversation is because that's a party song. Think about that. That's like a 4-minute party song. It's 3 verses and a bunch of hooks. The hook is the most important thing for sure. But it's a 3-verse rap song that they played in the club. They spun on the radio every day. You go to the club now, you hear 1 verse from a song. You might hear the hook. They might spin the hook twice and go to the next record. That's crazy to me. But Chingy had a hit with 3 verses. I think Holiday Inn had 3 verses too. I think Swagger Like Us has 4, right? 4 or 5, and that was a radio record. What happened to that era of music? Does that fall in line with the staying power thing, where the attention span of its audience has diminished so much that we can no longer thrive in a quiet environment? That was a crazy bar I just got off, but I said a quiet environment. That's not what I meant. But sorry, I'm stumbling on my words here. I'm just saying, like, we can no longer thrive in an environment of like a long form setting. It genuinely feels like as people, we just can't. No, I didn't mean to say that, because we can't sit still. We can't sit in silence. We can't thrive in any setting that's not constantly moving and constantly bouncing. I'm not even going to edit this out. I need y'all to feel that with me. Genuinely think about this. When is the last time you heard a 3-verse song that wasn't by J. Cole and didn't have a feature on it? Mac Miller? Who's out here doing 3-verse rap songs? Who's doing 3-verse R&B songs? Who's doing 3? What happened to 3 verses? Where'd they go? And I'm not saying, that I don't want, or that I do want us to go back to the format, because I think the concise nature of some of these 2-verse with a bridge songs is fucking amazing. I think the concise nature of a lot of these 1-verse songs is amazing. I think that they can be done so well, and I think you can flawlessly execute a full idea without it needing to be longer for me to come back and whatnot. But what happened to the 3-verse song? I just want to know. I don't know. I'm extremely curious and confused, because them motherfuckers used to bang. Busta Rhymes once said that, when he was in a rap group, he only ever worried about writing 1 verse and maybe a hook. And then when he had to go solo to do his whole thing, he was at first struggling with the concept of writing out an expanded idea, doing 2 verses, doing 3 verses, doing a hook as well, doing a bridge, doing everything. He was like, I don't think I can do this. I don't know how to do this. He had to take his time and learn. And I'm wondering if lots of times people just didn't do a 3rd because they didn't have shit to say, or because they just wanted shorter song. Like, I don't know, man. I'm so curious about it. I want to know what y'all think. So let me know in the comments. Let me know at Rhythm and Raj on Instagram or wherever. Let me know why you think 3rd or 3-verse songs disappeared. What happened to the 3rd verse in music? Do you think that just got dropped for another chorus? I don't know. Like, it's one of my favorite musical mysteries. It's like that because why the 1-minute song got popular, why the 2-minute song got popular, why the 3-minute song became the radio standard, those I can understand. But why the third verse leave? Because there are songs that don't have to go to the radio that can have 3 songs or 3 verses. But they just don't do it anymore. I think a lot of rappers might benefit from a third verse to get more bars off if they really have them. Not shading anybody or anything, but if you really got it like that, it might help you. You might benefit from it. Unless you had 2 long verses before it, then fuck what I'm talking about. But could it be that long verses took over? Because now that trap beats exist and everything is in double time, I think some people really do just pop up with shit like that. I don't know, man. I'm just questioning it because the music world is crazy and I need more answers. So, with that being said, that was really all my topics. I don't want to go any deeper. I've already talked way longer than I meant to. But the evolving nature of music and its listeners is forever going to be an enigma. We're never going to fully understand it. 20 years from now, when we can look back and examine the culture, we're kind of going to get it. We're finally kind of understanding the 2000s. Not all the way, but we're finally kind of understanding them. We're finally fully understanding the 90s, 30 years later. And I think in 10, 20 years, 30 years, all of this will make sense. We'll notice when it left. We'll notice the progression of why it left. But for now, all I can guess is social media, the immediacy of everything, and I guess, I don't want to say a lack of talent because that's so disrespectful. But I do know some people who genuinely, the reason they don't do a third verse is because they can't. 2 was hard enough for them. Because the second verse is hard to do. I can only imagine how hard a third verse is. I don't know. Interesting world, man. If you enjoyed today's episode, this week's episode of Rhythm and Raj, leave a 5-star review or whatever star review you want. I'm not trying to coerce you or anything, but on your streaming platforms, leave a review. If you're on YouTube, hit me with a like button, bro. I really appreciate it. It helps the show out a lot. It helps grow the channel. And plus, it's easier to get your friends to listen and easier to get people to listen to a well-reviewed podcast. You know what I mean? Write whatever you want. Say whatever you want. You all know I'll read all the feedback. I love to interact with you. Hit me on my real phone number if you got it. Hit me at my email. You know what I'm saying? At tarajmusic@gmail.com. Good graphic time. Just let me know your opinions on all these topics, what you want to hear me talk about in the future. I was told that I should try and do album reviews. Would y'all? So I'm assuming y'all really would rock with that. Pick the first album. If you real, pick the very first album. I don't care the genre. Pick the first album. Actually, I take that back. It should be R&B. Pick the first album, and we'll talk about it here. I don't know if that'll be next week. I don't know if that'll be the week after, but you pick the album, and I'm all on it. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble and be an idiot for I don't know how long. I really appreciate y'all stopping by. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I'll get it all together by the next week. Anyway, much love, peace, positivity, all that shit. Bless. Rhythm and Raj. Hi, it's me. Rhythm and Raj. Talking about music. Rhythm and Raj. Rhythm and Raj. It's Rhythm and